Hello, welcome to Mammal's Life. Thank you for stopping in. I hope that you're all keeping warm. I don't know about how it is where you're at, but here in Nebraska, it is freezing. Right now, it is 9 degrees. Yesterday, it was at 1. The day before that, they say it was supposed to get down to minus 20. Not sure if it did, but I just know it has been freezing here. So I got back from my trip to Utah, and the last video I made was bits and pieces of my train ride to Utah. Now, I don't remember if I explained why I went out there this particular Christmas. My daughter's, my ex-husband, my kids' father, a year ago had planned with his kids and grandkids, all the ones that could afford it, to go on a family cruise for Christmas in 2023. And so they all were going, and my daughter asked if I would come out and help her mother-in-law, who lives with them, with all the animals. And I'm very good friends with her mother-in-law, so I said sure. And I went out there like 5 or 6 days before they left, and then I hung out for another week after they got back or so. And I had all these different videos that I had planned on doing while I was out there. But my daughter is self-employed, and so before she left on her trip, she really was working quite a bit to make sure everything was in its place and okay before she left. And then when she got back, of course, she had to get caught up on work. And I mean, I did get to spend time with her, but it was never a good time to do videos. And all of my grandkids out there are adults, and they all work. And so it was just hard to get a few together to make a video at the same time. I had completely planned on doing a video. My oldest granddaughter, the one who's pregnant, who's making me a great grandmother for the first time, she did not go on the cruise because her and her man could not afford it. So they stayed behind. And she drove me a little over an hour to this place where you can get banded calcite. It's a beautiful stone, and I just wanted to get me some so I could make some jewelry, some pendants and stuff out of it. Well, we drive all the way there, and there's this iron gate up that said closed December 12th through March. And I'm like, are you kidding me? There's not even any snow on the ground. It was probably, past that gate was probably another, I want to say 10, 12 city blocks before the trails, where you would park and start on the trail. And there's just no way I could, do that much. And so I am going back out there in June to meet my new great-granddaughter. So we plan on taking another trip up there then. And I will for sure videotape it. So anyway, I didn't get any videos while I was out there. And I had a wonderful time. They have a senior center out there, and I've been a member of it for a few years. So whenever I go out there, I go with my daughter's mother-in-law, and it is just neat. They have nothing like that here. They have different rooms. You can go in one room and learn plastic canvas, crocheting. There's quilt making. They do painting. They even started lapidary, cutting rocks and making jewelry out of it, like it's what I started doing not too long ago. And it's just awesome. And I'm going to try to figure out how we can get something like that here. Because, you know, elderly people, I'm 64, but I guess in my mind, I don't consider myself elderly, but us older people, it's nice to go and hang out with people and do crafts, whatever interests you. And when your town don't have anything like that, it's just kind of sad. So we'll see what happens with that. So when I was out there, I did keep busy. When the kids and grandkids were all gone, I did some plastic canvas. I have to show you. Now, the back of this is not done yet because I had to lay it flat in my suitcase to bring it home. Can you see that? See all the bells? There's a backing that goes on it, and you hang it up. But this is the stuff you can make with plastic canvas. And I crocheted me a new hat. How about that? Think it needs a flower. And just before I left to go to Utah, I finished my first batch of rocks that I tumbled. I don't know if you'll be able to see these too good on here. Here is, it's an orange one, and I'm not really sure what it's called. I'm learning my rocks. I have a lot of tiger eye. Really, I got a lot of different pieces of tiger eye. This green one is adventurine, I believe it's called. I don't know if you can tell, but it's super shiny. And I found this one in my daughter's rock garden here in Nebraska. And it is, I don't know if you can tell, but it is just so pretty and very interesting. When I get my rock saw, I'm going to cut a slab out of that and make me a necklace or a pendant. And this is, it's blue and white. This has got more of the blue in it. It's got some white there you can see. It's a real pretty blue. I don't know if you can really tell. It's called sodalite. It's just beautiful. Here I have another piece of it. I don't know if that looks black, but it's a very pretty royal blue and white. Anyway, I already started another barrel to tumble, and that'll be done in a few weeks. And I plan on getting my rock saw sometime in the next month or two, and I can start making some pendants. So anyway, I didn't make any videos while I was out in Utah. I did catch a little bit of a video on the train ride back. Be honest with you, I was tired. You know, you have to get on the train at the time the train comes, and they come at the worst times. My train left Utah at 3:30 in the morning. So needless to say, I was really tired. And so I slept, but I woke up just before we got to this place that I wanted to videotape, and I couldn't. When I left Nebraska to go to Utah, when we get to this certain place, it's dark. But coming back from Utah to Nebraska, we're in this area during the day. And so I did get to videotape it, and which I will be showing you. And I'm just thankful that we got to see that. Unfortunately, I missed a couple eagles. The conductor is really good at pointing things out, but sometimes it's by the time he does and you get your phone up there to video, it's gone. But it's just, this certain area is just absolutely beautiful wilderness. So it is this area that I videotaped. It's actually called Roundup River Ranch, and it's in Gypsum, Colorado. I don't know, not too far from Glenwood Springs, up in that area. And Paul Newman started this ranch. I'm not sure when, but it was many, many years ago. And it is for children and families to come who have serious illnesses. Some illnesses are not curable, and it gives them a chance to get away, to try to have fun, and they have everything on that ranch: horseback riding, swimming, anything you can imagine, they have it there. And it's just, it's a great place. Thank God my kids have all been healthy. But if they wouldn't and I needed a place like that, I would be so thankful for it, let me tell you. And we need to support places like that. And you can go online and donate. It's called the Roundup River Ranch. And so keep that in mind if you're in the mood to donate.
About 20 minutes, we'll go to Red Canyon. You'll see the Red Canyon walls through the snow, and that's going to be your shortest canyon of the day, about 1.5 miles in length. Start looking at the dead trees at that moment. For the next few miles after that, you'll see bald eagles, golden eagles, and hawks, primarily the dead trees adjacent to the river.
So I'm going to get together with my neighbor and friend, Randy, who's done a couple videos with me. And we're going to try a live for the first time. Not quite sure when that's going to be. Not even sure if anybody will even come on, because I don't really have any followers. I mean, I have a few, but I thought, before I started my YouTube channel, everything I watched on YouTube and talked to people about, they're like, just jump in and do it. It's the only way you're going to learn. And so I thought, well, why not just jump in and do a live? I have no clue how to do it yet. I know I have to get StreamYard and all that, and we'll just see how that goes. Both Randy and I would love for people to ask us questions. We both deal with illnesses. We're both mothers. I'm a grandma, soon to be a great grandma, yay! And so, anybody has any questions for us, we'll do our best to try to answer them. And I just hope that you're all having a wonderful day and you're keeping warm. And I will see you on the next video. Always remember to be kind.